What's going on, guys, and we're finally back at it again with a new video. Now I know it's been a while since I've been mainly working and other stuff going on in my life, but I'm finally here to finally bring you this amazing video that I've been making for ages. Now, it will be finally time to show you what a perfect Nikke would be, a Nikke would be, and yeah, honestly, this will be also like a kind of a hybrid Nikke in a way, and I hope you are going to enjoy it because this is probably one of my most favorite videos and most interesting videos. Since it won't really be more, it'll be kind of power scaling still, but with more like lore, thrown in there. So I hope you're going to enjoy this. But let's begin. Now, keep in mind anything to do with Lily West is off limits to make it fair and more interesting. However, pilgrims will still be allowed in the video. I can still borrow aspects from pilgrims, but I'm going to make it a bit more interesting to create a unique Nikke for the occasion. Now, for this video, we'll cover the overall best body type, the best core suited for battle, basically personality, and then the best weapon or weapon type. Now, without further ado, let's begin the first part of the video. Now in Nikke, to my knowledge, there is 3 body types. Now there is tall, there is, which is, the default body type. There is medium, like with Miranda and Neon. Then there is small, like with Ray, Crust, and Lighter. Now, with the best type, it's purely speculation. You can make an argument for any of them, but since even the most powerful ones have a smaller body type, like with the Heretic Jellyfish. Now, I do generally think you could do a lot with the small body type, though. Like with Lighters, even with the newest character being a small pilgrim, which probably proves that you can still be pretty powerful while being small in the Nikke verse. Now, realistically speaking, if you're gonna give powerful weapons to a small knight, this could be an advantage. Now, small models are more versatile and more speedy due to their small size, being able to squeeze into small spaces, which should be obvious since they'd be a lot more smaller, sized and all that. And they'd probably have more, less chest definition, since that's what I've pretty much noticed with all these smaller characters. None of them are quite, as huge, like with E-Leg, and then also Bredy, which is of course in the large body type, the tall body type. So it'd be perfect. Unless you're counting Jackal as a small body type, but I don't think she is a small body type character. I think she's still like a medium in between. And that's the same thing with Uni. Although you can make an argument with Uni, she can probably still fit in tight spaces, even though she has probably the worst body definition and body type build because of her, lower legs. They're a bit more expressive than her entire body. I don't even know how she even managed to get that build. We're moving on. Now, the only thing which would hold them back would be the durability. They won't be as durable since the higher level Nikes, the more tall ones, the more, tall ones usually have more durability because they have more skin, they have, everything like that. And we have seen in the lore, the more tall ones are, the strongest, like with Red Hood, Dorothy. You haven't really seen a Nikke which has been in the top 5, well, Nikke, which has been in the top 5, who's got a small body type. So it is a unique choice on my part, but I do think we could do a lot with this small body type. However, their weapon could help with the durability, which I'll be moving on in the last segment. But anyway, let's move on to the next part, the core, aka the personality. Now, this will be kind of like a fanfiction bit in a way, because I don't think this will realistically work, because we have seen in other in other chapters, that forcing another core into another Nikke can lead to potential problems, Like with Rappy Red Hood, Dorothy literally fucking hates her to the literal bone because she looks like Rappy Red Hood. So this could be a problem in forcing another Nikke's core into, well, another body, which I know that would be a thing, but I'm not going to be doing all that, like, staying within the law. I will still use the law, but I'm not going to be using the restrictions of the law, because I want this to be a fun video, so we can pick any character we want. So, who would be the perfect one? Now, there is many in the verse who have the perfect personality for killing raptures, and for being perfect for the arc. Since that's our mission here, we are trying to make basically a Nikke who can basically fight raptures and also stay loyal to the arc. Basically, we're like a business person, in a way. Now, who is probably the best one? Well, you probably think, oh, Red Hood. Because she has a crazy-ass personality, going from chill to straight-up murderous on the battlefield. The only issue is, she is completely, well, she's disloyal to the arc. She hates it with every fibre in her body, and the minute we put her into a new body, she will probably, 9 times out of 10, probably 5 times out of 10, go crazy and probably desert arc. So there's no point in putting Red Hood's personality into another Nikke. Now, there's another character which you probably haven't really known about, or you probably think is underrated. I definitely do think they're underrated. Well, that would be Overspec Vesti. Now, this is a new character, which people didn't really pull for because of her shit kit. Jesus Christ, it was a bit shit, I'm not going to lie. But this is not what we're talking about. But why her? Because she's just like a regular old-ass Nike. Well, that's where you're wrong. Because she's an overspec unit. Now, overspec units have been shown to basically be on the same level as a normal pilgrim, like with Rappy and her 7 dwarfs, which is basically just Red Hood's weapon, in a way. Now, why is she the best personality-wise, though? She's completely loyal to the arc and her boss. She loves killing raptors to the point where she goes insane. If you've played the event, she goes absolutely ballistic and loves slaughtering raptors. This could be perfect for our custom Nikke. Now, also not to mention that Yunwa purposely always has her holding back. She's always on the sidelines. Of course, up until the last chapter, then she goes all out and murders the new class of the new class of rapture, which is revealed to us. Spoiler alert. But yeah, she could be perfect because she would focus on the raptures with her sheer strength and could easily decimate them. The only thing holding her back would probably be, well, her friends. She is very caring. She will probably put her friends above the mission first, but I don't think that would be a problem. Might be, it might not be. Who knows? So what weapon would be what weapon would be perfect for our Nikke? Well, the answer is easy. The glass slippers. Well, why? Why would I pick the glass slippers? And also, wouldn't that put a strain on the body? Well, not really. Overspec cores have been shown to be very, very, very strong. Shown at least able to handle higher strength weapons, like with Rappy Red Hood's 7 dwarfs. Even overspec characters managed to one-shot Blacksmith. He is a tyrant. Above Lord classes. These guys could level towns, and he is above this. So, they can do a lot of shit. So, carrying the ultimate weapon wouldn't be that hard. But why glass slippers? There is a lot of ultimate weapons out there. Why glass slippers? Well, that's easy. The durability of these weapons are insane. Able to tank fire from multiple Goddess squad members, being able to tank shots from the new and improved Goddess squad members. Cinderella even survived falling from space to Earth because of the glass slippers. These things are insane. And offensive-wise, these guys tear apart Nikkes. These guys genuinely tear apart Nikkes like it's nothing. Like, they could even knock out the Queen for a short while. Of course, Cinderella gets a bit too confident and then gets one-shot. But we're going to ignore that for the purposes of this video. So this is literally a perfect weapon for defensive and offensive. So I think this will be a perfect Nikke. We're borrowing from each other Nikke. Here we go. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Please, if you have a stronger Nikke, make a response video, make a comment of your own, or even leave a comment on mine, have some, thoughts on it. I'll read them, of course, because I want to see what you think. Now, I do apologize for the long wait, but I am glad that it is out, and I hope you all enjoy it. Bye-bye.